Falana had a very bad history at that school. Louisville Girls' School was a boarding school, and Falana was caught touching a girl's breast. Not different girls, one particular girl.
Hello people, I just want to bring up to speed of things that are happening in the family of Femi Falana. This was my fear when the issue with Very Dark Man began. I said it in videos. I said a lot of things will be coming out. I'm sure if this man had maintained his peace or probably done the right thing rather than going haywire, this, I'm sure, things will not be as it is right now. Now we are hearing different scandals concerning this family, and I really want to share with you what Auntie Kemi lawyer said yesterday. Yeah, the video was yesterday, and I decided that I will share it with you so that you can hear this about this lady. In fact, somebody like me, I didn't even know that he has a daughter until now. She goes by the name flakesff on Instagram. I believe that's Femi Falana. Her brother falls, she's Flakes. So let me allow you to listen to the remaining part of that video, and then we'll come back to just talk a little bit about it. So people, this is the page for the petition that we've been signing for some days now. We're demanding respect for whistleblowers' rights and an end to harassment by Femi Falana SAN. Please, by now you can see that we have 486 signatures. We're going to 500. We are almost there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So look at. I told you you don't have to just sign and share. These are my write-up. This is my write-up on the issue. So after you sign, they might want you to chip in some money. Don't bother yourself about that. I kept on saying it. I'm not asking for money on social media. This was the update I gave you people yesterday. I sent emails to those of you that have signed. Thank you so much. These are the comments of people that gave their reasons for signing. You can do that either by writing or by video, like this ones. I've showed you. I showed you all those ones last week. You know, these are videos that we have here. So please sign and share. So like I said earlier today and yesterday, some people contacted me from Nigeria, and they said, oh, because they are working with the government, they are afraid maybe they might witch hunt them. I said no, you can sign anonymously. You don't have to put your name in it, you understand? So you don't have to put your name. We just have to support Very Dark Man, and let's see how it rolls. Thank you for doing that. So let's roll with this video.
Let's talk about Femi Falana, legal luminary and the daughter of Femi Falana. Falana is mostly an entertainment lawyer in Lagos. She was the one that wrote the letter to the inquest judge in the Magi case to not allow journalists inside. Most of the journalists were outside, and when they finished, the lawyers will come and brief them outside. I was very unhappy. Many of you know that last September 2023, when the inquest started, right around that October side, this time last year basically. Now, as soon as I saw that, I knew that the case was already botched. How can you not have journalists inside? This was not a matter of no cameras inside. This was no journalists. Journalists can go inside without cameras, but you didn't want them inside. And I saw the public going in there with phones, you know, filming me and everything else. So I told my interns to disguise as ordinary people. and they went in there, and that's how I was able to cover this case for you in depth. Now, this woman, Femi Falana, I don't believe that she's as bad as what she is in the legal profession because she's going by her father's promptings. She was also the one that wrote that letter that went to Beat FM, MTV Base, Agidigbo FM, Sound City. She's the one that took Naira Marley off the air on most television, video, music channels, and radio stations. Agidigbo FM was one of the first to announce that's Oriyomi Hamza's radio station in Ibadan. And you know, Oriyomi was a journalist, broadcaster, and of course activist that worked alongside Falana in the Adigoke case, the hotel murder. So that was easy. They removed Naira Marley from the critical places. Some people went to Falana and told him that if he continues to destroy the Malian music, they will cancel Falz. Now this was last year. A year later, Falz has already been canceled. Falz is bisexual. I said that and I did a video about it. He dates men and women. If I'm free to talk like that, that's because I've lived in a country where gays, lesbians, LGBTQ is normal. It's not a way of life. It's through the genes. They're born like that. Homosexuality is not picked up. It's in the gene. And some people are still arguing in science today that it's not true. However you may see homosexuality, it's not accepted in Africa. Most African countries have laws in place, anti-gay laws. Uganda has one. Nigeria was one of the first. Ghana is still trying to pass theirs. At the end of the day, if you remember 2014 when Jonathan wanted that law passed, I was the one that fought the Jonathan administration, the National Assembly of 2014. Just type in my name, Kemi Olunlayo. Okay, that name, Kemi Olunlayo, in anti-gay law. And you'll see all the blog posts and everyone that covered my rant since then. Because I believe homosexual people are normal and they can go about their lives. We just reference them because of their sexual orientation, which is not acceptable. So when you're a hypocrite, okay, hypocrisy comes in. The people that are talking against gays and lesbians, well, the same people walk into these embassies to get visas to go to those countries where gays and lesbians are a normal thing. And they're even friends with them, even if they're going to get a contract or something. But when they're in Nigerian circle or back home, it's bad stuff. And that's what Falana is, Mr. Falana. Mr. Falana wants to dissociate from Bobrisky at all costs. He went on Sahara Reporters, I don't know Bobrisky from A to B, I don't know. He just doesn't want to affiliate with the fact that a cross-dresser, okay, a gay cross-dresser calls his son, okay, and asks for money and things. So this is the hypocrisy of this family, the FFC, the Falana family cartel. So it brings me to the story I'm doing today because I went and investigated all of them. And what I found about Falana was quite disturbing. It's not a big deal, but it was quite disturbing with regards to how the father always portrayed himself in the media. Falana attended Louisville Girls School, the school that you have me referencing over there. That's a screenshot of the school's website. She went to that school around 1998-99, 25 years ago roughly. And she was one of the first set of girls in that Catholic school. It was a Catholic and private school for exclusive people. And I heard a lot of children there were foreigners' children. I spoke to one of them as well. I spoke to three of them, but one of them was a junior and one of them was, two of them were her classmates. One of them was an Israeli girl, and I don't want to mention her name, not even her first name, because it'll look as if, I'm putting her out there, and journalists must protect the source. Now, another one was a junior that we spoke to. Now, listen carefully. Falana had a very bad history at that school. Louisville Girls School was a boarding school, and Falana was caught touching a girl's breast. Not different girls, one particular girl in the dormitory. In the middle of the night, she'll wake up and she'll just fondle this girl's breast. The girl was scared to tell. The second time she did it, the girl went and reported her. After she was corrected, they went to bed and Falana still attempted to fondle this girl. Because after you fondle someone's breast, touch the breast and play with it, okay, you now end up touching her pussy and more bad things can happen. That's lesbianism, and that's how it starts. In African schools, they try and get girls not to do the hair, not to do cut into afro and all that. But one thing in African girls' schools, they discourage lesbianism. It's a zero tolerance. Well, the first time it happened, they contacted Mr. Falana. Femi Falana, instead of correcting his daughter, was threatening the school with a lawsuit, saying they were lying. The second time, they corrected this girl and they told the father, and I believe the third time, Mr. Falana went ahead and sued the school. I mean, they said it was so loud, he made noise. That third time, when he was actually suing them, they went and announced in the assembly and expelled Falakem. Falakem was expelled from Louisville Girls' School in Ijebu-Sele, Ijebu-Ife. Isele, that area of Ijebu-Ode. They went ahead and expelled her. And when she was expelled, Falana now was like threatening to sue. He now sued, and of course the case was closed because the Reverend Sisters say, Reverend Sisters don't show up in court. We don't go to court. I don't know what that is. I went to St. Teresa's. It's a girls' school, Catholic girls' school, but I don't know. I can research that. But Reverend Sisters do not testify in court. Why would you take them to court, Mr. Femi Falana? Because you're Femi Falana, right? Your daughter is a lesbian, And if they had not stopped that at that time, who knows? But the most disturbing part of it is that after she was expelled, they actually shamed her. And I don't recommend that, and I don't subscribe to that, especially when you're in a country where it's not acceptable. There was no law then, but they announced it in the assembly. And from sources I spoke to at the school, past students, they're saying the reason why they did that was because they wanted the other students to know why Falana was expelled, because you have to have done something wrong. And they said throughout, Femi Falana did not correct the girl. The mother said nothing. Their mom, she's a saint too. Now, looking at Falake's life, I have my own life too. Some of you go say you dealt my life and all that. Nobody really knows what's going on with me. You just think you know, only what you see on the internet. Everybody has a life. But what I discovered was, she grew up, she continued her life, became a lawyer, Then she married this young man called Magi. And Juan was a very nice guy. I spoke to some of his friends. He was a normal, blah, blah, blah. But it was what happens to Juan that really perplexes me. Because of the power of legal luminaries, the power that Femi Falana used to intimidate me, to intimidate VDM, to intimidate a lot of people. When he asked police to invite me, and then he said he should even arrest me for saying that Sylvester Romani was hazing in Darwin College, hazing with NGO, and there was hazing going on in that school. And at the end of the day, what happened? The boy had an enlarged liver and football injury, which turned into pneumonia, and they didn't take care of him. And I accused the father and the doctor and the bishop of the church for negligence. 2 years later, I tweeted it in March of 2022 and January of 2022, and 2 years later, 2024, this year, they vindicated me. The inquest said it was negligence. Mr. Falana, I should be suing you. Juwama Kekodumi and Falake went to Dubai on a vacation. As soon as they landed on the place, something happened to him and he was dead. They flew his body back to Nigeria. No one knows what killed Juwama till today. Falana hid it from the media, covered it up, finished. Falake needs to be investigated, but they will investigate her. From what I hear, she can't go back to Dubai. Why is that, Falake? Did you kill your husband? Thanks for watching.
When I saw this video, I was like, okay, a lot, like I said, a lot will still be coming up. Now, Juwon Majekodumi, I went through Auntie Kemi's comment section, and I saw some comment that this guy was a sickle cell sufferer, that he was in his 30s then, that he had sickle cell. I wouldn't know, I mean, how far that is true. Like I said, a lot of us knew about Falana having a female child, two daughters now, like we are all seeing now. After this very dark man's issue began, Actually, none of his daughters was listed in the public domain, in Wikipedia and all of that. It's only Folarin that is there. So a lot of people even thought that Folarin is an only child, which is not. So these are things we've not heard before, and we are hearing all sorts of things. So people, let me know your thoughts. I hope more scandals will not erupt, because I said it in my previous videos. When you draw this one will draw that. Yoruba people will say, that's in Guru Afagbo. Alright people, I'll talk to you again very, very soon. I just said I should share this with you. Thank you. Bye.